So it seems like 102 is the maximum. All right, so I'm going to share the link with you now. All right, so the link is ready. For those joining on YouTube, welcome to our stream. There's an echo. Is there still an echo? I had paused the YouTube stream. So we can fix the echo. Thank you for letting me know. Like people are still able to join after 105. So it means something good is working out for us. Like God is good. So what's going to happen is that I sent the link in the chat, and by now the echo should be gone. Can you still hear an echo, everyone? What's that like for you? Any echo? It's a bit low. All right, let me fix that. Okay, I'm good now. All right, perfect. You will be seeing me as well. I will be turning my camera on, so get ready. I shared the link to the YouTube stream. I'm sharing it one more time. You are actually at liberty to share this link with your class groups. I know some of you are doing chemistry in different classes, so go ahead and share this link. And I want everybody just to click on the link just the same, even though you're on here, and you're just going to press subscribe. When you subscribe to that channel, what will happen is that going forward, we're going to be using it for chemistry related topics, mathematics, different subjects in CSEC preparation. So that's a really good place for you to start in terms of your CSEC preparation. So I want all of us to just go ahead and click subscribe. That's all we ask of you. This session is completely free. It is sponsored by Western STEM Academy. They don't have to pay us anything. On a typical day, a session like this would cost anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000. But we are giving this back. We want to give back because that's our mission. So we ask that you just subscribe once you see this, and that will mean the world to us. All right, so welcome everyone. I think I can do the official welcome and go straight into things. I think one of our persons is having a challenge. So let me just double check, but we're actually ready to start as we speak. Let me just double check here. All right, we are officially ready to begin. Good afternoon, everyone. Can you hear me loud and clear? Good afternoon, everyone. Can you also see me? All right.
Yes,
If you
can.
can see me, go ahead and put a thumbs up. Good afternoon. Welcome. Welcome to our Western STEM Academy's National CSEC Chemistry Workshop, where we will be working together for the next 1 hour to 1 hour and 30 minutes on CSEC chemistry principles, how to be successful in CSEC chemistry examination. This promises to be a very interesting occasion. This is our third full year of hosting a session of this nature. However, we usually do it closer to the examination time, but this time we decided that, you know what, it would be best to host it at the beginning of school where things are not yet so pressuring and you can actually focus a little on CSEC chemistry. So if you're
Miss, I broke up.
I'm breaking up. All
Bye.
right, let me fix that. Somebody said not hearing on YouTube. You should be hearing no. Let's fix that. Let's fix that. Let's fix that. Tell me when it's better. What about no?
Miss, it's alright.
It's okay. No. What about those on YouTube? Can you hear us? Don't try to listen to this on YouTube at the same time, okay? All right. So once you cannot hear, that's something, go ahead and let me know because we have over 100 persons. And remember, I told you normally it doesn't accept over 100. So that's actually the mercy of God allowing us to have so many persons on. And we are indeed grateful. But I want it to be audible. I want you to be able to see me, even though I'm sweating and tired. But I want you to be able to see me. All right. So welcome, welcome. We are going to get to know all of you in a second. I am Felisa Ricketts Graham. I'm actually the principal and founder of Western STEM Academy. And just by way of information, Western STEM Academy is an international virtual school. We are a full-time school, but we also offer extra classes, CSEC classes, to students in over 20 subject areas at the CSEC level and over 10 subject areas at the prep school level. We are a STEM-based school, which is, anybody knows what is STEM? Who knows what is STEM? Have you ever heard about STEM?
Science,
I know.
technology, engineering, and mathematics.
Very good. So science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So therefore, we cover some subjects such as, tell me some of the subjects that STEM covers.
Biology,
Maths.
Biology, math, anyone else?
Physics.
Physics, yes.
Integrated science.
Integrated science, IT, yes.
HSD.
HSB, very good, very good. So all the science, the technology, the engineering, and the mathematics-based subjects are covered.
information technology,
Very good. Information technology. So all of those subjects are
SSD.
covered by us. However, we do have other subject areas like your English, your principles of business that we also tutor. So not only do we tutor science and tech-based subjects, but we tutor all subjects with a science and technology-based background. All right. So if you want help in POB, we have that. Help in accounts, we have that. Help in math, English, social studies, information technology, geography, religion. Well, we don't have religious education, just
Mister, what about
what about
foods?
food and nutrition? We do have that. I'm going to show you a list of the subjects after, but I just wanted to let you know that we offer all subject areas. However, chemistry is kind of my personal passion now. So that is why I decided to host this chemistry session, right? I do tutor physics as well. I do tutor math personally, but I have a team of tutors who tutor all the subjects that we just mentioned, inclusive of your food and nutrition, your geography, your social studies, your business, all of those. I see Rihanna has raised a hand. I'm going to have a session where I get to know all of you. But since Rihanna's hand is up, I'm going to allow Rihanna to go ahead. Rihanna?
Miss, what about agriculture?
Miss, how about
How about?
Agriculture.
yes, what
Okay.
about agriculture, information technology?
Yes, we do have agricultural science and we do have information technology as well. All right. So I'll put up the list. So don't worry. I know you have questions, but I'll put up the list after, I promise. Okay. So
Okay.
welcome, welcome. We are indeed happy to have you. This is the background information that I was telling you about. This is me. This is what I do. I really love education. You know, for me, education brought me to where I am today. You know, I know sometimes we have a difficult, we have a difficult time in school, and we often believe that, we're not going to be successful for whatever reason, especially you as grade 11 students or students generally sitting CSEC. You might feel a little disheartened and say that 2 years I wasn't in school, but I want to remind you that there is greatness in you. I want you to know that you are powerful, and I want you to know that you are going to be successful. Do you believe that? If you believe that, I want to hear you say yes. Do you believe that?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Miss.
That's the energy. Yes, yes, yes. So I want you to believe in yourself. You know, I'm from very humble beginnings. I often tell persons that I'm from a very impoverished community, grew up in abject poverty, but with a good education, I was able to come out of that. And that is why I'm doing this today, because I really believe that education is the future. When you students get your grade ones in CSEC, the opportunities are limitless, right? I was able to go to college because I did well in school, and you can too. Don't worry about the financial challenges. Don't worry about any family challenges. Once you do your best, once you give your best, then I promise you that there are persons waiting to fund your educational journey to see you become successful. All right? So that's my little motivational charge to you today. This is our team at Western STEM Academy. As of last year, we do have some new persons that haven't been added to the list just yet, but this is us. This is Western STEM Academy, and this is what we do. Now we want to take this opportunity to get to know you, our lovely students. I know there are 121 of you on right now, and I'm going to try my best to get to know at least 10 of you. All right. This introduction can last the whole evening, I promise you. So the first 10 persons to raise their hands, I'm going to allow you to verbally introduce yourself, but for everybody else, you can type your name and your school in the comments. All right, so if you want to go ahead and tell me your name of your school, and expectations of the session, we might have a giveaway for you. So we're looking for 10 persons. Everybody else can use the chat. All right, so the first person I'm seeing is India Thomas. Go ahead.
Turn my camera.
Yes, that would be lovely to
Oh,
see you on camera. If you can turn on your cameras, I would love you so much. Go ahead.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is India Thomas. I go to the Willowdene group of schools, specifically the high school division. And my expectations for this session is to hopefully learn some new things about chemistry, because sometimes it just seems never ending, and also to reinforce some of the things that I already know.
Thank you so much, India. Totally appreciate that. All right. The next person I'm seeing is Kalia Parker. Kalia, go ahead.
So good afternoon, everyone. My camera is not working at the moment. But
Okay.
I'll introduce.
We'll hear audio, but can you hear us? All right, so we're not hearing our participant just now. So the next person I'm seeing is Danae Peters.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Danny Peters. I attend the Convent of Mercy Academy Alpha, and my expectations of the session is to learn new things and improve my chemistry skills.
All right, thank you so much. I see Keandra. Keandra, go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Kianja Bryan. I attend the St. Catherine High School. My expectation for this session is to learn new things, improve my grade in chemistry.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that. I see Kayana Williams next. Kayana.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kiana Williams. I attend the Bishop Houston High School for Girls. My expectation for this session is to enhance my learning skills in chemistry, learn new things, and also reinforce the things that I have learned.
All right, thank you so much. And keep the chat going. Tell us which school you are from. And if you're not seeing anybody from your school, you need to send the YouTube link in the chat. By the way, it seems like you can actually share the Zoom link because it's not stopping us. All right. So I would want you to share the YouTube link though, because that one is certain where I know it's unlimited. So I don't want the Zoom to kind of block out anyone. So go ahead and share the YouTube link once more in your class groups so that more persons from your school could join and just get this information as well. All right, I'll try to resend it as soon as I get closer to it. Or if anybody has it, you can just send it in. All right, next person, Antonelia.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Antonella Mackenzie. I attend the Claude McKay High School, and my expectation for this session is to improve my skills in chemistry. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much for that. Thank you very much. I see Vanessa. Is it Vanessa or Vanessa?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Vanessa. Yes, it is.
Okay.
The name of my school is the St. Catherine High, and my expectations for this session is to have a wider knowledge on chemistry and to go forth in my CSEC without any worries.
All right, love that. Thank you, Vanessa. All right, so I'm going down nicely. I'm seeing Lachelle. Lachelle Booth, you may go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Lachelle Booth. I attend the Black River High School, and my expectations of this session is to gain more insights and understand the subject a little bit more to improve my grades.
All right, thank you very much. I see, I'm trying to get everybody in. I see Sienna, no, the Sienna's hand is up, yes. Sienna or Saina?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Sienna Dixon. I attend Edith Dalton James High School, and I want to get to understand more about chemistry.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much. If you went already, just take down your hand so that we can know that you spoke already. I see Rihanna Kelly. Rihanna, go ahead.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Rihanna Kelly, and I attend the School of Edith Dalton James High School, and my expectation of this session is to learn new things and to get a better understanding in chemistry.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much. All right, the next hand that I'm seeing, Kimoya, did you go already? I see your hand still up. Kiana?
My name is Kimoya Harris. I attend the Holy Child High School, and my expectations for these sessions are to just better my understanding of the chemistry topics so I can improve my grades.
All right, thank you very much. And there is a final hand. Oh, I saw this hand a while back. I have to take this person. So we're going to take Dakri and then Kalila, and then we will close off for now. So Dakri, you can go ahead. Or Dakari?
Dakari.
Yes, Dakari.
Well, afternoon, everyone. My name is Dakari Bailey, and I expect to understand more about chemistry and to better my skills. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Any institution that you're attending?
Oh yeah, sorry. I'm from Teaching High School.
All right. Thank you so much, Dakari. And the final person that we had said was Kalia Parker, or Kalia.
Everyone. Miss, are you hearing me now?
Yes.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kalia Parker. I attend the Bishop Gibson High School for Girls, and what I expect from this class, I expect to learn a bit more about chemistry, and I expect to apply the knowledge that I know so I can get a grade 1 for my future endeavors.
That's it. Love it. Love it. Thank you
What's
so
the name
much.
of the school she attends?
Bishop Gibson. Anybody else is here from Bishop Gibson? All right, so since we're all typing in the chat, you can continue to introduce yourself in the chat. Tell us your name, your school, expectations. But at this moment, I want everybody to just go ahead and type the name of the institution. I know there are some persons here who attend evening school. So you are probably an adult. I'm familiar, I know that, right? So we do cater for adults as well who are attending evening school and doing chemistry, right? So if you are here and you're attending another institution, don't be afraid to type your institution, all right? And don't be afraid to introduce yourself. So go ahead and introduce the name of your school. Tell us the name of your school. Let's see the host of schools that we have here so that we can give your school a shout out. I see Claude McKay, Bishop Gibson, Jose Marti. I see Excelsior, Holy Childhood, Willowdene, St. Catherine, Merle Grove, Black River, Bridgeport. I saw Edith Dalton James at the top, Manning School. All right, so just go ahead and type your school. St. Hilda's, Fern Court. I don't see anybody from my school, but it's okay. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. Pembroke Hall High, Herbert Morrison High. I love this. I love the diversity of schools that we have here. It means that we can actually keep this community and learn from each other, because at the end of the day, students, we are doing the same exam in 2023 if you are in grade 11, Green Pond High, right? All of us are doing the same examination, so it's good to connect with other persons from other schools, because trust me, sometimes you're going to school and you feel like you alone I do the chemistry exam. But I want to remind you today that you're not alone. There are at least 136 other people on here with you who will be sitting the same exam. Right? So not to keep you up anymore, I want you to believe in yourself. That's very, very important before you even begin to start seeing any success. You have to believe that you can get a grade 1 in your CSEC chemistry exam. So I know you brought your book, so you're gonna write on a piece of paper. The first thing that you're gonna write is that I will get a grade 1 in chemistry. I don't care how difficult you think chemistry is. The first thing that you are going to write is that I will get a grade 1 in chemistry. So write it on your book, write it in the chat, write it everywhere. That's what I want you to do. I need you to have a winning mindset. You have to see it before it happens. You have to believe it. So go ahead and write it in your book that you will get a grade 1 in chemistry, right? You need to be clear on that goal. You need to envision yourself getting back your CSEC results and getting that grade 1. How do you do it? That is what we're here for. We are going to be working with you to ensure that you get that success in chemistry that you need. Some general tips as we start our first topic is that you need to have a syllabus. Everybody needs to have access to the CSEC chemistry syllabus. If you don't have it, I need you to go on the internet and type in CSEC chemistry syllabus. Raise your hand if you have access to a syllabus. Raise your hand if you have access to a syllabus. That's the first winning recipe. If you don't have it, go and find one, or at least I'll try to send you the link to it before this session ends. All right, you need a syllabus. You need it so that you can know what you are studying, right? You need it. You need access to past papers as well. and you need access to a supportive group. And that is what we're here for. We're here to provide you with that supportive group. All right. So because I really want to get as much content in as possible, I'm just going to go straight on over to Introduction to Chemistry for CSEC students. So I would stay here and talk about the entire session, but we're here for chemistry and we're gonna get it done. So the first thing that you need to know, I saw your hands, you can take them down now. Thank you so much for sharing with me that you have your syllabi or your chemistry syllabus, that is. So the chemistry syllabus is divided into 3 sections. They are section A, which is principles of chemistry, section B, organic chemistry, and section C, inorganic chemistry. The first thing that we're going to be doing acids, bases, and salt. Have a little experiment. However, I don't know if you have all the materials, but I believe that some of you do have it. So I want to do a little reaction with you in a safe space, of course. I need you to do a little reaction with me. So what I'm gonna need you to do is, how many persons can find in your house now a little vinegar and a little baking soda? How many persons are these hands persons who can find a little vinegar and a little baking soda? You're gonna need your cameras on too, because I need to see your experiment. So that's the first thing. I can start and tell you that chemistry is fun. Chemistry is the study of matter. I can tell you all of that. But I believe that when you're able to see it practically, then that works for you. So our first topic is actually acids, bases, and salts. So your first task for me today is that you're going to get the materials. Let me write them here that you're gonna need. If you don't have them, that's fine. I will show you a video and you can actually get the material and carry this out later. All right. So let me just go ahead and tell you what you're going to need right now. I need you to have one container. It can be a cup or a plate, something that you can find. Right? I need you to have vinegar. If you don't have it, as I said, don't worry, I'm gonna show you. All right, I need you to have a little vinegar. I need you to have a baking soda. Well, some baking soda if you can find. And we can work with a spoon for now. And I need you to have a safe space so you don't create any spills. All right, so you're going to grab these items. We're going to do a quick experiment in the meantime. So go ahead and grab them. I'll give you a minute. And for those of us who don't have them, and we are going to be here for a minute, just go ahead and type in the comments your most difficult topics in chemistry. So I want you to type your difficult topics in chemistry while the persons whose hands are up, and this includes Cooper, Antonelia, Amani, Luther. Yes, those persons. So Luther, Amani, Antonelia, and Cooper. You're going to grab for me these materials because you mentioned that you have them. All right, so go ahead and type your difficult topics. All right, I see mole concept. That's actually one of the topics that we're going to be doing. All right, so I'm giving you a minute to grab your material as well as to just go ahead. And I didn't want to show you the video on here because I don't want YouTube to like ban us. Well, I have a video, it's fine.
I'm ready, Miss.
All right, so you are ready. Who is that, Antonelia?
Yes, Miss.
All right, we're gonna want to see you, okay? So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to send all of you the link to the video, and Antonelia is gonna show us what is happening. So Antonelia?
Yes, Miss.
All right, tell me when you are ready. Can you all see Antonelia? Can everyone see Antonelia clearly?
No.
Yes, Miss.
Tell me what you need her to do.
The light, probably the light.
I can see her. Tell her what you need her to do in order for you to see her. You can see in her container?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do, Antonelia, is that I'm gonna ask you to pour a little of your, let me see, hold up your container to us. Hold up your container. All right, so I'm going to ask you to pour a little of your baking soda in your container. You can use a spoon to pour it. All right, and then when you're finished, you're going to pour a little of your vinegar in that container and you're going to show us when you're pouring it. So I want you to hold it up when you're pouring it so that we can all see you, okay?
So pour a little bit of vinegar inside the container, miss?
The baking soda is in it already?
No, miss.
All right, put the baking soda first. And when you're going to pour the vinegar, you hold it up so all of us can see, all right?
Yes, miss. Yeah. Yes, miss.
All right, so you're ready to pour? All right, hold it up so that everybody can see you now. So when you're going to observe what happened and show us so that we can also see it. I wish it was okay. Can everybody see what is happening?
No.
Yes, miss.
All right, so we'll ask Antonelia to describe what happened, and then we'll ask somebody else to tell us what they saw. So Antonelia, what happened?
Miss, after pouring the vinegar and the baking soda inside the container together, it reacted vigorously.
So you saw a reaction, and what was that reaction like? How did you know a reaction occurred?
Miss, because it was a lot of bubbles and it was acting up like it was going to explode.
All right, so you saw what we call effervescence in chemistry, or bubbles. All right, and that is also leading to another topic, like how do you know a reaction is happening and when you see the presence of effervescence, or what we call our bubbles. Good job, good job. And anybody knows what, when we see bubbles or effervescence, what is it showing us that is produced? What is that that is produced?
Is it carbon
Yes, I
dioxide?
think it is a gas, miss.
Very good. So
Hydrogen
whenever,
gas.
all right, all right. So we don't know which gas. We actually have to carry out some tests to know. But whenever we see effervescence or bubbles in chemistry, it shows us that a reaction has occurred and there is a gas that is being formed. We will go deeper into it. Can somebody else tell me what they saw when they observed Antonelia's experiment? One more person. Tell me what you saw.
Mr. Solution was white.
All right, so it was white at first or white after? Tell me.
Miss, it was white after.
So it got, all right. That's such a brilliant observation, and I think I'm loving it.
Clear, me see after. Clear.
Say that again.
Miss, may I say like after when she done do the experiment, may I say did say clear.
So it got clear after. All right, all right. Mm-hmm. Anybody else want to tell us what they saw?
The baking soda was dissolving in the vinegar.
All right, so eventually you didn't see the baking soda anymore and a new product was formed. So that's something. All right, so in that experiment that happened, students, there are three things that we're looking for. Remember, the topic is acids, bases, and salt. So there was an acid that we started out with. I want you to name that acid in a sec. There was a base that we started out with. I needed to name that base. And there was a salt that was formed after the experiment. I do want you to name that salt. So let's start from the top. What's the name of the acid that was used?
Vinegar.
Very good.
Vinegar.
Vinegar. And anybody knows the scientific name or the chemistry name that we call vinegar?
Is it ethanoic acid?
Ethanoic acid. All right, let's hold on to that. All right. What's the name of the base?
Sodium bicarbonate.
Baking soda.
It's baking soda.
All right, baking soda. What's the scientific name for that?
Sodium bicarbonate.
All right, and what's the name of the salt?
Sodium chloride.
Say that again.
Miss sodium chloride.
All right, sodium chloride. Somebody is saying sodium chloride. Is it sodium chloride? Is it sodium chloride?
I'm not sure, Miss.
All right, not
Miss,
sure.
the
Have you
sodium-
ever done acid, bases, and salts?
Yes,
Yes, miss.
yes,
No,
miss.
miss.
Say that again.
No, miss. Yes,
All
miss.
right. One person said yes, a few said no. All right. We're going to be naming the acids and we're going to be naming the salts and we're going to be naming the bases. But I just wanted you to try. All right. So thank you all for trying. I appreciate it a lot. There is somebody else. Go ahead.
The salt name is sodium ethanoate.
Sodium
Ethanoate.
ethanoate. All right. Somebody is reading. All right. We're on to something good. We're on to something good. But we have, in order to name the salt, we have to know the name of the base and the name of the acid, because that's what determines the salt. All right. So we've gone a long way into it. I'm going to show you clearer what you should have seen, and we're going to name the compounds after. So can you see my screen with this video?
Yes,
Yes, miss.
Yes, miss.
Yes, Miss.
Let me try to share the sound of it too. All right, so you should be hearing him.
Miss, the video is muted.
Miss muted.
Oh.
As you can see, example of diffusion.
Oh, this is the diffusion one. Sorry, my bad, my bad, my bad, my bad. I need to show you acid, bases, and salts. Okay, Red
Here's
Bull,
a really
we don't
simple
need
science
you.
experiment you can do using that. By the way, it's a chemical reaction. Take baking soda, pour in the vinegar, and it makes like lava, fake lava. But here's some other cool things you can do. Take a balloon and...
All right, so I'm bringing it right to the action that I need you to see right now, not everything, because I don't want, because I'm streaming on YouTube, I have to be really sensitive about what I show, because YouTube will like block us for like copyright, all right?
Look at all that carbon dioxide. Look at all that carbon. Look at all that carbon dioxide, a gas. Another fun thing to do.
All right, so did you see the final? I just wanted you to see the bubbles part of it. Did you see that part? That's what I wanted to see. Did you see that part?
No, miss.
Yes, miss.
Yes, miss.
So let me put it back for you to see that part.
Miss, is it a type of displacement reaction?
Say that again.
Miss, is it a type of displacement reaction?
If it's a type of, it's actually a type of reaction, but not displacement. It is called a neutralization reaction.
Okay, miss.
All right. So this is what happens.
Take these film canisters Amazon. I'll leave a link below where you can.
All right, so let me just find that real quick for you. I kind of don't want to play out the entire video. All right, so it's right here. So this person eventually put a balloon over it.
Carbon dioxide.
Are you seeing what's happening now? Are you seeing the little bubbles? Look at it.
Yes, miss.
Seeing that?
Carbon dioxide. A gas.
You see that part? And you actually got the name of the gas. What's the name of the gas that he mentioned?
Carbon dioxide.
All right, so that was our little experiment. Now we're going to go into some content. So what we just did, we reacted what we call an acid and a base. However, we have to know the difference between an acid and a base. That's what the topic is for today: acids, bases, and salts. So when we talk about an acid, what is an acid? Do you know what is an acid?
An acid is a proton donor.
An acid is a proton donor, or a substance that will, all right, I love that. And what do we mean by a proton donor? Anybody understands what that means? Like, yes, it's a proton donor, but what's a proton donor? I see Daniela Irving. Go ahead, Irving.
No, miss, I didn't really have my hands up because I'm not sure.
All right.
Can I try?
Go ahead. What's an acid?
Is it like, based on what Johnny said a while ago, it's a proton donor. Does that mean that it gives away protons to another substance? Or?
All right, so that's actually what it does, but I want you to like break it down. Like, what do we mean? Like, what's an acid in everyday terms before we get very, you know, using up the chemistry jargons, which I really appreciate, but in your own words. I see India's hand. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm not sure if this is in my own words, but from my understanding, an acid is a substance that contains a hydrogen ion, and then it'll get replaced by a metal ion to form a salt.
All right, that's actually very correct. I love these. And I love that you're using up your chemistry jargons. But in everyday terms, an acid is simply a substance with chemical properties, which it will turn the litmus red. You'll see that happening. It will neutralize your alkalis, which are your bases. It will dissolve some of your metals. It's usually corrosive. It's usually sour tasting liquid of its kind. So I want you to give me some general descriptions of what acids would be. But this definition that you have given me is indeed correct, that an acid is a proton donor. So let's go ahead and write that down. It's a molecule or other species which can donate a proton, or yes, we'll leave it right there. I won't go into the accept electron pair with you. So let's go. So we're going to write what an acid is for those persons who don't have it yet. So what is an acid? Simply put, just as you mentioned, an acid is a proton donor. I can give you more definitions of an acid. An acid is a chemical that gives off So we're going to write what is an acid, and then we have several different words that we're going to have to work on the definition for. So that's the first thing in acids, bases, and salt. You have to know what's an acid. You have to know what's an acid anhydride. You have to know what's a base. You have to know what's a salt. So these are just simple definition of terms. I need you to know all these words that are on the other screen. But first, let's write down what's an acid. All right. General properties. Yes, go ahead. Question.
No, Miss, it wasn't a question. I was just replying to what you said.
Okay. Tell me when you're finished. Is everybody finished, or you need a minute?
I'm finished.
All right.
Miss,
Yes.
Miss, there's an error in the definition
Okay.
of acid.
So an acid is a chemical that gives off hydrogen ions in water and forms salts by combining with certain metals. Did I fix it?
Yes, Miss.
Yes, Miss.
Thank you.
Finish, Miss.
Finish?
Yes, Miss.
All right. Anybody else still right? You can screenshot so we can go a little faster, okay? And remember that the recording is going to be on the YouTube channel. So just go ahead and hit subscribe so that you can have it after. You will want to come back to this, especially when you're studying. I promise you. All right, somebody's giving us another definition, which is also very correct. And an acid is a substance that produces H plus ions in water. All right, so I'm adding that one there as well. Okay, I'll send the link to the channel. So screenshot that one, and then we're going to go into, we have more words that we need to define before we go further. We're trying to do 3 topics, but I kind of don't want to rush it for you as well. I want you to take in as much as possible.
Finish, Miss.
All right, so finish. Anybody else is still working?
No, Miss, you may go on.
All right, so what's going to happen is that I'm going to give you these words to get the definition of, and you are going to be the one sharing with us. So the other words, acid anhydride, base, alkali, salt, acidic, basic, amphoteric, neutral oxides. I'm going to give you 3 minutes to find the definition of as many words as possible from acid anhydride right down. So I'm going to give you 3 minutes to do that. All right, so you can do a quick Google search of the definitions of these terminologies, and we're going to share them with each other. Please type in chemistry so that you have the chemistry definitions only. So acid anhydride, definition, chemistry. Base, definition, chemistry. Alkali, definition, chemistry. So let's keep it chemistry, okay?
Miss, can you please put the...
Miss, can you put the names in the chat?
Oh, you're not seeing them. Okay. You seeing them now?
Yes.
You still want me to put them in the chat? Because I can.
Yes, I'm seeing them now.
Okay.
Miss, so if we want to say the meanings, do we have to say all of them?
Repeat that for me.
If we want to say the meanings, do we have to say all of them, or could we just say the ones that we do know or have?
Just one. So I'm going to go around the room, and I just want you to share with me one. but I want you to look for the definition of all of them. If you don't have them, if you have them already, you can just write them from your memory, and then I'm going to go around the room and call a one person to just share one. So everybody, well, most persons can get a chance to share. All right?
Oh, okay.
Miss,
Yes, there?
so how do you raise your hand, Miss?
You can put, I think it's reactions. There's something that says reaction. Can someone tell him how to raise his hand? I'm on the other side of Zoom, so I'm not really seeing all those features.
Miss, it depends on the type of
You see more, you will press more, and you will see as part of the screen that comes up, which says raise your hand, chat, flow, transmit, meeting settings. And you just press that button and it will raise your hand.
Thanks, I found it.
No problem.
All right. Does that mean that we're ready to share? We're ready to go around the room and share?
Yes, Miss.
All right. So let me send the link to the YouTube channel one more time, and you just get ready to share. Screenshot the words so that when I come off it, you don't lose it. I haven't been communicating with the YouTube personnels. YouTube personnels watching, go ahead, and if you have questions, go ahead and type them in the chat as well. If you have any, if you found your definitions of the words on the screen, please go ahead and type them in the YouTube chat as well, and we will be reading from your YouTube definitions or your YouTube, what you post on YouTube. All right. So I've posted the link one more time. That's the link to the YouTube channel. All right. So we should be ready.
Miss, could I see the words again, please?
Miss, can I see the words?
Yes, you're going to see the words immediately.
Miss, can I go?
You want to start telling me the words, the definition?
Miss, can I do number 2?
Acid anhydride? Go ahead.
Miss, it is a product of formal condensation of two octo acids molecules with the release of water molecule.
Can you repeat for us?
The product of formal condensation of two oxo acid molecules with the release of water molecules.
All right, thank you so much. Anybody else wants to share what they have for acid anhydride?
A compound that forms an acid when it's reacted with water.
All right, thank you very much. One more, let's hear one more.
A non-metal oxide which forms an acid solution when react with water.
All right, thank you very much. And let's look at a base. What do you have for a base?
A proton acceptor.
All right, one more definition of a base.
A base is a substance that reacts. Miss.
All right, so we'll take the first person and then the second person. Go ahead. A base is a?
A base is a substance that can neutralize the acid by reacting with hydrogen ions. Bases are minerals that react with acids to form water and salts.
All right, so that's bulging. All right, there was somebody else who was reading at the beginning when bulging was reading. It's your time now.
Bases are normally metal oxides and metal hydroxides.
All right, thank you very much. One more, let's hear one more. Yes, go ahead, your time. Go ahead, I hear you. You're not hearing us?
Yes, Miss, I'm hearing. Base in chemistry is any substance that in water solution is slippery to touch, tastes bitter, changes the color of indicators, and reacts with acids to form salts.
All right, good job. Let's hear alkali. What do you have for alkali?
Me, Miss.
Go ahead.
In chemistry, an alkali is a basic ionic salt of an alkaline metal or an alkaline earth metal or a substance that has a bitter taste and reacts with an acid to form a salt.
All right, that's what we're looking for. Can I hear one more for alkali? I just want variety of your definitions. Alkali, go ahead.
An alkali is a base which dissolves in OR reactions with water to form a solution which contains OH negative ions.
All right, very good, very good, very good.
May I go, Miss?
Yes.
Can I go?
All right, so both of you are going to go, but I want you to realize that I am taking a variety of definitions for various reasons because you do attend different schools and you will get different definitions. However, certain basic principles are coming out from your definition, which are important, and that's what I want you to focus on. All right, so go ahead. The two persons who said me, and then we're going to salt.
A solution of a soluble base has a pH of greater than 7.0.
All right, thank you for that. And there was one more person, and then salt.
A substance that has bitter taste and reacts with an acid to form salt.
All right, very good. All right, so now what is a salt? Is it the thing that I put in my food every day? Who is that?
This is the product of two elements that reacted. Besides,
One person at a time. So the person who is speaking now, and then let me look at the hands. Go ahead. Yes.
This is a product of two reaction.
Between what? Like
Between
I want to
elements, Miss.
between.
Yes, Miss.
Something is missing from that. I want more. I want more. Like you have to add more to get the full marks.
Can I go?
Miss,
All
can I
right.
help you?
Let me look. Who is that? Who is that?
Parker.
Go ahead, Parker.
He said what he said between two different.
No man, you can just tell me your definition. It's fine.
Okay.
Yes.
In chemistry, a salt is a chemical compound consisting of an ionic assembly of positively charged cations and negatively charged anions.
All right. All right.
And an acid. Okay.
Yes. Go ahead.
Miss, my teacher said salt are compounds formed when hydrogen is an acid which replaced by metal or ammonium ion.
All right, that's correct. That's correct. All right, let me hear one more definition. Go ahead.
Miss, I was saying that it was between two reactions, right? It's a product based on two reactions between a acid and a base.
All right, so when an acid and a base reacts, you can actually get a salt, but there are also other ways that you get it, right? So it's not just exclusive to just that, right?
Can I go now?
All right, one more person, then we have to do acidic.
A salt is any chemical compound formed from an acid when an H plus ion from the acid has been replaced by a metal ion or another positive ion.
All right, so that's what we're looking for. We're looking for something comprehensive. We want to hear that the H plus ions have been replaced. That is important. You can tell me that a salt can be formed when an acid and a base reacts, right? But then what about when an acid and something else reacts? You get what I'm going at?
Yes, miss.
All right, like a metal, you know? So I want it. I'm going to give you some definitions after. I just want to hear what you have. So acidic. Let's hear acidic. We're going to have to take one for now because time is running out. Is that I see Keandra's hand. Keandra, go ahead. What do we mean by acidic?
No, miss, a mistake.
Okay, who wants to go? Take down your hand if you're not responding to these questions.
Me, miss.
Go ahead.
Acidic is a chemical that gives off hydrogen ions in water and forms salts by combining with certain metals.
All right, thank you very much. What about basic? Is that Javon? Go ahead, Javon. All right, we're not hearing Javon, so we have to go to Amani. Go ahead, Amani.
This is a metal oxide which reacts with acids to form salt and water.
Which one are you defining?
Basic.
Repeat it for me.
It a metal oxide which react with acid to form salt and water.
All right, let me hear one more definition. Antonita, what do you have?
Miss for basic?
Mm-hmm.
Basic is a substance that neutralizes the acid by reacting with hydrogen ion.
All right. What do you
Mission,
have? Go ahead.
They also have a pH over 7 and acids, and a substance that is acidic has a pH below 7.
Crucial point, and that's going to lead us to the pH scale, which is next. But let's hear what you have for amphoteric. Amphoteric, what do you have for amphoteric?
Can I answer? Amphoteric, miss.
Go ahead.
Amphoteric meaning that it can react with both acids and bases.
All right. So it's like a metal oxide or hydroxide that will react with both your acid and your bases. All right. Good try. Anybody else has anything for amphoteric that's a little different that you want to share with us?
An amphoteric substance has the properties or behavior of both acids and bases.
All right, good job. And neutral oxides, what do we mean by that?
It is neither acidic or basic.
Means it do not react with acid or base.
All right, let's hear one more definition. I heard two. One more. Go ahead.
Neutral oxides show neither basic nor acidic properties and hence do not form salts when reacted with acids or bases.
All right. Let's hear one more.
Miss, can I go?
Go ahead.
Neutral oxides are oxide of some non-metal which do not react with acid or alkalines.
All right, good job. So you're getting the basic principles. So I'm getting the variety because I want the basic principles to come out. All right, thank you very much, students, for your amazing responses. I need you to store the definition of these words in a safe space because this is actually an objective directly from the chemistry syllabus where you should be able to define all of these words. Right? So this is directly from the chemistry syllabus where you are required to know the definition of all of these words. All right, so good job. Clap yourselves, clap yourselves. I want you to also be able to give me examples though. I need example of an acid, what we mean by an acid anhydride, an example of a base, an example of alkali, salt, and substance that is acidic, a substance that is basic, a substance that is amphoteric, and also a neutral oxide. So you should be able to have definitions. You don't have to tell me no. I want you to write them down. You can use the chat. All right. The next thing that we're going to be looking at is what we call the pH scale. The pH scale really tells us how acidic or basic a substance is. Now, substances that have a pH between 0 to 6, what do we classify them as?
Acidic.
Acidic, very good. And if a substance has a pH of 7 thereabout, what do we consider it as?
Neutral.
What about from 8 to 14?
That's basic.
Basic.
Or alkaline.
All right, good job. Now, can I have some examples of substance? Well, they're on the screen. So some examples of acidic substances, you have your hydrochloric acid, you have your stomach acid, well, that's in the stomach, the lemon, your vinegar, your wine, your coffee, and your milk right there about. The milk is almost on the borderline, right? You have your water, which is neutral. Now you're looking at your baking soda, we're going in the alkali section, or your basic substances, right? So these are your bases. You have your your ammonia, right? Your soap, your bleach, your drain cleaners. These things are basic. So you should be able to know the pH scale. You said it correctly. And you should also know examples of substances that are either acidic, basic, or neutral. All right, so you can take a screenshot. Yes.
Miss, do we have to know how much a substance have a pH of?
In terms of the exact pH of the substances, you don't have to know them directly, but you typically need to know that the pH of a neutral substance is 7, and an example is water. So you don't need to know exactly, all right, this one is 13. All right, hydrochloric acid
And
is...
majority of the salts to miss.
Yes.
Are neutral.
Very good. And why would that be?
Miss, because we're going to use them to balance regions.
Because it's formed by a neutralization reaction, where
Yes.
some cases the acid and the bases react and it neutralizes. Good job. Love it, love it, love it. You are brilliant. All right, if you see me skipping through fast, don't be afraid to slow me down. I am trying to run through as much as possible, but I want you to get this. All right, so these are some examples of acids, bases, and salts. You can screenshot them. I'm going to ask one person to read the base list, one person to read the acid, and one person to reach the salt list.
Calcium hydroxide, magnesium oxide, copper oxide, ammonium, potassium oxide. Oh my.
Hydrochloric acid, nitric acid, sulfuric acid, nitric acid, sulfuric acid.
Calcium chloride,
yes,
magnesium nitrates, copper sulfates, ammonium nitrate, and potassium sulfate.
And what are these examples of?
Basic
Acids and salts. All right. Do you know any more? Give me an acid that's not on the list.
Ethanoic acid and
All right,
methanoic
ethanoic acid, yes. Give me one more.
Acid.
Acetic acid, give me one more.
Ascorbic acid.
Ascorbic acid, give me one more.
Acid.
Phosphoric acid.
Citric acid.
Citric acid.
Yes, loving it. Give me another example of a base.
Magnesium oxide.
Magnesium
Sodium
oxide is on the screen. Yes.
Zinc oxide.
Zinc oxide. All right. Give me one more.
Sodium
Copper
hydroxide.
sulfate.
Sodium hydroxide. All right. All right. Give me some salt.
Copper sulfate.
For salt?
Yes.
Metonic.
All right. Copper sulfate is a salt. Yes.
The most common one, sodium chloride.
Sodium chloride. And where is sodium chloride in our house?
Table salt used for cooking.
In the kitchen.
All
Yeah,
right. All right. So now you know why it's sodium chloride and why we call it salt, but it's not the only salt. You understand?
Yes.
All right.
Yes, miss.
Good job. Good job. Good job. But where do we normally get sodium chloride from, though? Where do we normally get our table salt?
Miss, like the sea.
Huh?
Somebody said,
Ocean.
tell us some more.
Miss mountains.
Miss from stones and rocks.
All right. Somebody said from stones and rocks. I see you're thinking. All right. All right. Keep them coming. So I want you to write some more examples of bases, acids, and salts to this list. All right. So I want you to do that, and I need you to have this list so you can screenshot it. Did you take a screenshot or write them down?
Yes.
Yes, miss.
No, miss.
Yes, miss.
We're actually moving to topic number 2, which is quite interesting. A lot of people struggle with this one based on what you said in the comments.
This I love more, miss. More calculation what I'm best at.
It's what you're best at. This means you're gonna shine in this session. I love it already.
Which
So let me
topic,
give
miss?
you a minute just to breathe and finish writing what's here. And then we're actually moving to mole concept.
And Miss, mole concept is also similar to titration in our sense.
Yes, definitely. So it's related to titrations.
Oh, miss, which topic is next?
Mole concept.
Oh, okay.
How is the session going for you so far? Are you happy that you're spending your Sunday evening with me?
Yes,
Yes,
miss, it's a
miss.
great revision.
It's a great revision. I like that. Is it new for anyone? Is this anyone learning this topic for the first time?
Yes, Miss.
Miss.
Who is
No,
that?
miss.
I'm
Kalea
Shanika.
Parker.
Which grade are you in?
Fifth form, Miss, but we're behind on the syllabus, so
Understand. Which school is that?
Bishop Gibson High School.
Understand. That's fine. You will finish, I promise you. I should find out which topics you are at. I don't want to lose the connection with you guys. I feel like we can really help each other. So I'm seeing how best I can keep you guys together so that we can, have some study sessions like these throughout the year. Is that something that you'd be interested in?
Yes.
Yes, Miss.
Yes, miss.
Yes, miss.
Are you finished writing all this?
Yes, miss.
Yes, Miss.
Yes,
All
please.
right. Okay. Okay. So I give you a minute to grab something to stretch a little, like 1 minute, and then the new topic is more concepts.
Miss, are you talking?
No, we were on a break, but the
She
break is
said she was giving us a break.
ready.
Yes.
Yes, Miss.
Yes, Miss.
All right, so in the meantime, we are actually getting ready to resume mole concept. Are you ready for mole concept?
Yes,
Yes,
Miss.
Miss.
Yes.
All right, all right. We want to do a little giveaway though. Mhm. Are you ready for a giveaway?
Ready anytime, you know, miss.
How many of you use social media? And how many of you use like Instagram?
Me, Miss.
Me.
Raise your
Me.
hands if you
Me,
do.
Miss.
Everybody's supposed to on social
No,
media.
no, no. We're encouraging it for good, not anything negative. So let me see if you do use it. If you don't use it, that's fine. I'm just trying to tailor the giveaway properly. I'm not seeing any hands. Oh, I see 32 hands. Yes, the presentation will be made available to you. It's already available via the YouTube channel. Did you see it?
No, Miss.
Yes, Miss.
So I need to post it back.
Yes, Miss.
All right, so this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna take a selfie of this current screen. You don't have to put your face in it, right? You're gonna take a selfie of this current screen and you're going to write CSEC chemistry workshop and you're going to write, I will get a grade 1 in chemistry, and you can post your stories and tag us. And then a winner will be selected randomly.
Miss, what's the Instagram page?
Oh, I need to do that. So the Instagram page is at Western STEM _ Academy. I'm gonna get a link. So let me stop sharing. All right, so we're going to select a winner. It's going to be credit, of course. That's our best, most practical gift right now, since we're all
Can you
virtual.
repeat, please?
I'm going to post the instructions. So let me just post the link. So what's going to happen, you're going to take a screenshot of this workshop, like anything that's on the screen once it's saying workshop. All right, I'm going to put back something on the screen though, so you don't have to take the black screen. And what's going to happen, you take a picture of your screen and then you post it and write CSEC chemistry workshop. I will get a grade 1 in chemistry, and tag us at Western STEM Academy. Ensure that you are also following us, and then a winner will be selected for $200 credit at the end of the session.
Miss me get kick off while I go home and talk.
We're doing a giveaway. You're here for the giveaway?
Miss, what's the Instagram page again?
Western STEM _ Academy. I'm actually trying to find a direct link to the page. So it's Western STEM _ Academy. You have to be following us. You're going to tag us in your story saying CSEC chemistry workshop. I will get a grade 1 in chemistry, and you can be one of our lucky winners of $200 credit. You must also be subscribed to the YouTube channel that we have. So that's the link. I put it in the chat. What if our pages are private? You can tag us with a private page. Your page doesn't have to be public. You just need to tag us. So tag us and ensure that you are following us. So once you're following us, once you tag us, and once you're also subscribed to the YouTube channel, then you will be one of our lucky winners, and they're actually going straight into mole concept immediately after. So this is the link to the YouTube channel. All you have to do is to press subscribe. I'm going to give one of the persons who subscribe a prize differently. All right. So subscribers, there is a prize for you, and there is a prize for one person on Instagram. Yes.
Miss, what's the prize, Miss?
It's all credit. So 200 for the person who do the story, and I think 100 for the person who do the subscription. One person will be selected randomly. And then we'll have some questions and answers about the topic later. There will also be prizes for that, question and answers about today's session. So please ensure you're paying attention. All right, so we're getting ready to start. Just remember the instructions. Take a screenshot of your current screen with this workshop happening. I'd prefer if you have one of the slides on. Let me go back to one of the slides. So you can have one of the slides on. And then we're ready for mole concept. So we're not wasting any time. We're going straight into mole concept. So what is a mole? What pic should I take of the workshop? A screenshot. So you don't have to take your personal picture. You can take a screenshot of whatever is on the screen now. So the fact that we're doing mole concept, you could just screenshot this page. And then we are ready. So I'm giving you a minute to do that. And then I will need your full attention to continue the session. All right?
Finish, Miss.
You finish?
Yes, Miss.
All right, so I'm seeing some new followers. I'm seeing some new tags. So I need to ensure that the team selects one person. All right. I'm giving you just 30 more seconds to finish that up because we're going straight into activity and I will need your full attention. Remember, you should also be subscribed on YouTube for us to know that you are eligible. And then we're selecting one person differently who just subscribed. All you have to do is to subscribe and you can be considered. All right, everybody is finished. We can actually go into our topic for the day. So mole concept, that's the next thing. It's our second topic. Earlier we did acids, bases, and salts. We're aiming to do 3 topics today. We're aiming to cover acids, bases, and salts, mole concept, as well as organic chemistry. So far, we're doing well. Are we doing well so far? Are you excited?
Yes, Miss.
All right, so we're going straight into mole concept. Now tell me, you will read first what is mole concept, and then you're going to tell me in your own words, what is it that you understand from mole concept? So go ahead and read what's on the screen, one person. What's mole concept, or what is a mole?
A mole is defined as the amount of substance which contains equal number of particles, atoms, molecules, ions, as there are atoms in exactly 12 grams of carbon-12.
Very good. And what do you understand in your own words? Like, what is a mole? Like, why is mole important? Why are we studying a mole? Is it a mole that is on your face? Like, what's a mole in chemistry?
Miss, I understand that in every object there is how much was it? I think there is 6.02 times.
Yes.
Times 10 to the 23rd power of particles. So it can be molecules, atoms, ions, all of those. It's a substance or an object can contain 1 mole of that of that big number that of that big number I gave you a while ago. That's what I understand.
All
Excuse me,
right.
Miss.
Thank you. Yes, go ahead.
Miss, so based on my reading, Miss, a mole is similar to that of a dozen. So it's like a dozen is 12, a mole is 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd power.
Yes. All right. Good job. I love that. And anybody knows what we call that special number that you're mentioning? 6.
Avogadro's number.
A hexillion.
Avogadro's number. All right. We're going to work with Avogadro's number. Yes?
Avogadro's constant.
So in
Or
standard form.
Avogadro's constant. Good job. So just as how students, we measure things, you know, you go to the shop and mommy say buy 1 dozen egg, mommy say buy 1 dozen egg, right? You're not gonna go to the shop and say, shopkeeper, can you sell me 3 pounds of eggs? No, that's not what we do, right? So when we use mole, mole is what we use to measure the quantity of a substance, of a chemical compound in chemistry, right? So it's what we use to measure. So you know how we would measure, we use kilogram, we use gram, we use liter, we use those things. A mole is the measurement that we use to measure chemicals in chemistry, right? So it's really defined as the amount of substance which contains equal number of particles or atoms, as there are atoms in exactly 12 grams of carbon 12. And somebody said it perfectly. When we talk about moles, where mole is 6.02 times 10 to the 23 of a substance, and that's Avogadro's number, all right? So there are certain equations that we do when we're doing mole concept. For mole concept, I aim to allow it to be it's going to be more working out. We're going to be calculating more because in the previous topic, we did a lot of theory, but for the mole concept part of things, I'm going to be using up your the active part of your brain more, where you're going to be working calculations with me. All right. So mole concept, if we want to find the number of moles, right, we can literally use 3 different formula depending on what is it that we're given and what are we trying to find. We can use one. The number of moles is equal to the mass over the molar mass. That is one that you should be familiar with. Yes, go ahead.
Miss, is it molar mass is RMM?
Yes. So mole concept, there are 3 equations. This triangle is just to make it easier for you, especially when you have to do some transposition. So let us say that you are given the mass. You're trying to find the mass, but you're given the moles and the molar mass. You will know exactly which operation you're to use. So let me just go ahead and write the 3 equations for you. And then we're just going to use the triangular method just to make things a bit easier for us, especially when we're doing the transpositions. All right, so let's go. There is a message in the chat. Let me read that real quick for you. All right. Somebody was giving us the answer. All right, so there are 3 equations that we use when we're trying to find moles. The first one, number of moles is equal to the mass over the molar mass. So that's the one that was on the screen. There is equation 2.
Yes, we can transpose it, Miss.
Yeah, so you can transpose it. So write that one up and then I'll do the second one. Anybody has any idea of the second one?
Miss, number of moles equals mass over RMM.
Repeat that for me. Say that again.
Number of moles equal mass over RMM.
All right, so mass over RMM is the same as this one on the screen, the molar mass.
Miss, is it mass, the number mass equal mole times molar mass?
Okay, so that's a transposition of the first one. I'm just gonna give you the 3 main formula and then we can do transpositions. Yes, go ahead. That one has to do with Avogadro's number, yes?
Number of particles divided by Avogadro's number.
That's the one I was looking for. And there's a third one. Anybody know what it is?
Miss, mass equals number of moles times molar mass.
All right, that's a transposition of the first one. So the first one can be transposed into 3, right?
Excuse
So
me.
go ahead.
Instead of saying Avogadro's number, I can just say Exilian.
Let me double check that for you. Number of moles is equal, the third one, let me double check that, but number of moles was the third one.
Miss concentration times given volume divided by 1,000.
All right, that is also one, but looking for one before that.
Volume of gas divided by
Yes.
RTP or STP.
All right, so we're on to something. So this one is for the gases, right? So number of moles is equal to the volume of the gas over the molar volume, and the molar volume can be the volume at RTP or STP. And what do we mean by RTP again? What does RTP mean?
Room temperature and pressure.
And what does STP mean?
Standard temperature and pressure.
All right, and can you give me the values of RTP and STP respectively?
Miss RTP is 24 dm cube.
22.4.
What is RTP?
RTP is
24
24.0 dm3 square.
I'm not hearing you clearly. Who is going? RTP is?
RTP means negative 23 Celsius or 209 Kelvin.
Give me that again.
Negative 23 Celsius, 25 Celsius, and
I want DM cube. Can you give me that in DM cube? RTP and STP in DM
Miss
cube?
RTP is 24 dm cube.
It's
and
24.0.
22.4 dm cube.
And what is STP?
22.4.
Okay, these are what I'm looking for now. All right, so these are the 3 main ones that we need to know. Number of moles is equal to the mass over the molar mass. We're going to be working some out. Number 2, number of moles is equal to the number of particles over Avogadro's number. Number of moles, third one, is equal to the volume of the gas over the molar volume. So I want you to copy those real quick. Somebody had asked.
Can you repeat what RTP and STP is, please?
All right, so RTP is room temperature and pressure. Room temperature and pressure. And what is STP again, students?
Miss standard temperature and pressure.
And that's for the gases. And then you will look at Avogadro's law, which will explain that further. All right, so for now, I want you to have definition. I want you to have equations. We're gonna do a few questions.
Miss.
Yes.
Miss, does dm3 mean decimeter cubed?
Yes.
Oh.
Finish, Miss.
All right, good job. Someone had asked me about exilian. Can you spell the exilian for me? I'm actually trying to double check that for you as we speak.
Miss, can't spell it either.
So where you got it from? How am I gonna check it?
HEXILLION.
Okay. Okay, exilian is just a general name for a large number. Let me look, let me look, let me look, let me look. Okay, let's not use hexillion, but let's use it as Avogadro's number. Where you taught it to say that you could just say hexillion. I get where hexillion is coming from, but I want to be sure. How were you taught that?
Oh, Mrs. A YouTube video much.
Okay. So it's like when you know how you have a million, a trillion, a billion, it's kind of like that. That's how you get the hexillion, but it's tricky, okay?
All right, miss.
Because it's saying that it's 10 to the 18th power, which is a hexillion. And Avogadro's number is 10 to the 23rd power. You get what I mean? So you know 10 to the third power is a thousand, well, 10 to the third. What is 10 to the third power?
1,000.
Yeah. So it's like that. So that's how the hexillion came in. So I just wanted to check that, but I don't want you to use it.
All right, miss, noted.
Okay. All right, is everybody finished?
No, Miss.
Yes, miss.
Yes.
Yes, miss.
Remember to take a screenshot. I have questions, very interesting questions to give to you. Take a screenshot because I need you to take off my triangles too. My triangles are more interesting because they'll help you with the transpositions that you were telling me about. So when you told me that mass is equal to, that's fine. So take the screenshot after 3, 1, 2, 3. Screenshot should be taken. I'm going over to mole concept back. So this is the first one. Number of moles is equal to mass over molar mass. If you're trying to find the mass, what you would do, you would cover up mass, and then you will be left with mass is equal to what? What would be the formula to find the mass if you're trying to find mass?
Moles times molar mass.
Very good. And what if you're trying to find molar mass? Which they won't ask you to do that, but what if you're trying to find molar mass?
By
Miss, you add the atomic numbers
Mass
of both of
divided
the
by
elements.
moles.
Mass divided by moles, just for this purpose, but somebody was telling me that you'd add the atomic number plus the number of neutrons. All right, it shows me that you're transferring knowledge, which I actually like. So you're not wrong, you know. Molar mass, where do you find the molar mass of an element? Javon, I see your hand up. Where do you find the molar mass of an element? How do you know what's the molar mass of an element?
Miss, the atomic number, miss.
The molar mass is not necessarily the atomic number.
The mass number.
The mass number. Very good. So you're going to look on your periodic table, and that's pretty much how you would find out. So you look on the periodic table to find out what's the mass of the substance, so you can find the molar mass. So in your chemistry exams, you will be given a periodic table, and that's how you're gonna find out all of these numbers. Okay?
Yes, yes.
Same thing for this question in terms of transposition. Number of particles is equal to what? If you are trying to find the number of particles, what would you do? What would you do?
Miss?
Number of moles times Avogadro's
You're
number.
trying to find what, miss?
You're trying to find number of particles.
Miss,
Moles
Moles times Avogadro's number.
Avogadro's number. Good job. And then the third one. So screenshot the triangles as I go ahead, you know. I'm going to give you some questions.
Screenshot it.
Go back to the first one.
No, the second one.
Second one. I'm going to give you some questions. I'm going to give you about 2 questions to do, okay? We will soon be announcing our winner. All right, so I'm gonna give you, is there anyone who is doing mole concept for the very first time?
Yes, miss.
Who is that?
Yes, miss.
Raise all the
Yes,
hands if
miss.
you're doing. I have to be very conscious with you if you're doing this topic for the first time. So raise your hand if it means you're doing this topic for the first time.
Miss Wiener reached there, say it with
Somebody's talking, but we're not hearing the person
I
clearly.
heard
Who is that?
Kendra.
Which school are you at? Just so I can have an idea before we approach this.
St. Catherine High.
So I'm gonna offer some questions to you. The persons who are doing it for the first time, I see 34 hands raised. I might have to go slower with you. How many moles are there in 9 grams of aluminum? Aluminum.
Oh.
Aluminum.
Yes. So these are some questions that you're gonna be working with me with.
Miss,
Number
I
2.
missed the last triangle.
Oh, you missed the last triangle.
Yes, I do.
Miss, I have a question.
Yes.
The question that you just put, it says, what is the mole of 900 grams of aluminum? Miss, does that mean, like, for this, I was watching a YouTube video, it says, like, for example, if you want to find how many moles in that, you're supposed to look at the mass number, and the mass number can be, what did it say? The mass number is the amount of moles mass number is the number of moles in that specific atom or element.
Okay, I'm gonna explain how to do this question. I get where you're going. I'm gonna explain, it's fine. I get where you're going. The mass number will tell you the molar mass, but you'll still have to use the equation to calculate it. Understand?
Miss,
So,
it's the first time I'm doing the topic, so I don't really get it.
I know. So I'm gonna slow it down with you. So for now, the person's doing it for the first time. I just want you to write the questions off. I'm going to work with you, all right?
Yes,
Yes,
miss.
Those who can do it, go ahead and do it, all right?
So, miss, so suppose you get a decimal number, miss, you just round it up to
Round
the
it
mass
off.
number.
Yes,
Miss, I got
round off.
the first question answer.
You have the first answer?
Yes.
All
Yes.
right.
0.33 mol.
All right, 0.33. You know, you can't just tell me the answer. You're gonna have to show working.
Yes.
So continue working on these 3 questions, everyone, and then we're gonna have a few volunteers share their answers, how they got it, and I'll also need to run over to ensure those persons doing it for the first time are clear. So calculate number of atoms oh no, wrong thing. I don't want to write up. Don't write number 3 yet. I'm writing back the same thing. It's to calculate the mass of 0.1 mole of NaCl. Whilst you're working, we do have weekly chemistry sessions, especially for those persons who said that they haven't done this topic as yet. By right, we should actually be complete with acid, bases, and salt, finishing up with moles, and you should be looking to actually be anywhere in electrochemistry. Is anybody here at electrochemistry?
No, miss.
No. Anybody here is at organic chemistry?
No, miss. We're imperial formula.
No, miss.
These
So
were at titrations.
titrations, that means you're just finishing up acid, bases, and salt, and you're
Miss,
in
we're at
between
structure and bonding.
structure and bonding. You have a far way to go. Is that grade 11?
Yes, Miss.
We have some work to do.
Miss, we're at empirical formula.
All right, so empirical formula. All right, so what I'm suggesting is that we do have a lot of things to cover. It's not any challenges of anyone, right? It's just how things are. Where a lot of topics, sometimes we don't get to reach them as teachers. I do teach, so I understand. We don't get to cover them just based on the time constraints and everything, having to do your labs, especially being online for most of the grade 10 year and the grade 9 year. So I generally recommend to parents that if they can get some extras for their students to boost them in chemistry, then they can. We will be talking to a few of your parents, but you can lead the conversation. Let them know that there is a weekly chemistry class that they can join. I am going to add you to a group so that we can have little sessions with you here and there. But the weekly classes would really help to get you ahead. Generally, our students maintain excellent results. Most of them do get grade 1s in chemistry after working with us. And we've had students placing in the top 10 in Jamaica in chemistry just by working with them to cover, ground. So I recommend enrolling in these classes as best as possible. Even if it's just one day for the week, it will really push you ahead, right? So if you want it, just talk to mommy, talk to daddy, or talk to your guardian. We try to help our students as best as possible. So right now, I know that the monthly rate is actually 10,000 per month, but what I can do for the students who are on here, just as a token of my appreciation to you, I am going to allow you to get your first class free. So you'll only pay $7,500 for the month instead, right? So you'll get one class every week and you're gonna get one class free just because you were here with me on a Sunday, and I really do appreciate you being here. All right, so let me see if that's something that you would be interested in, that you want to talk to your parents about, and we can follow up with them with the conversation. We have your parents' contact, so we're gonna reach out to them if you believe that you do need the extra help. If you're having financial challenges, don't hesitate to still come forward. We do try to give some scholarships where we can, just because we want you to get this. If it is that we have to do another special discount for you, we will do it because we want you to get this. We don't want financial challenges to stand in the way of our student success. All right.
Miss, what is the time? The time where we do it? The time limit?
Okay, what time is your best time? What's your best time what time do you normally come from school? Are you home by 5 p.m.?
Yes,
Miss, I'm home by
Miss,
5:30.
my school is a shift
Not on
school,
Monday,
so
Wednesday,
Oh, I
and
have some shift students.
Friday.
Okay, so shift students, are you home by 6:30?
yes, Miss.
Yes, Miss.
No, miss.
Okay, no. So what time are you home? The person who said no.
It's by 7.
7. All right. So I'm thinking that we'll probably have to do 2 classes, one for the people who are on shift and one for the regular people. Well, what I mean by regular is that you don't have a shift system. You will be home by 5.
Miss, what about those who reach home late?
Like what time?
Like 8.
So are you saying that Saturday classes would work better for you for this?
Yes, Miss.
Probably.
Any 7-day? I don't like Saturday classes.
Yes, Miss.
But we can work it out. Based on your interest, we can work it out. The time is not a factor. The classes are flexible. We have classes from Monday to Friday, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. And we do have weekend classes. So don't worry about the time. We'll make it work for you. So if at 10 o'clock you reach home, you can get a class, all right? The classes are flexible. Raise
Miss,
your
I'm
hand if you would be interested in talking to your parents about it, so we can help you to talk to your parents. I only see 7 hands. Does that mean only 7 people want to get a grade 1 in chemistry? I don't understand. Yes?
My mother was asking how can I get in contact? How can she get in contact with you?
Okay, my number is 876. Let me put my number on the screen. This is my number. I'm on WhatsApp too, so mom can WhatsApp me, right? Everything is done online. So the classes are going to be online. The payment is done online, so mom won't have to leave home, all right? But these classes really help students. Like we had a student last year who was at Holy Childhood, and that student was placed second in physics. That student, no, it was math. Second in math, fourth in physics, I think 13th in French. So, you know, the students really do well. I'm going to show you, screenshot this. Let me show you the subjects that we have assistance in. So it's actually not only chemistry. I teach chemistry, I teach physics, I teach biology, I teach a little math, but I have teachers who teach all these subjects that I'm going to put on the screen while you work. You should be working.
Miss, what's your name?
Me, I'm Mrs. Graham.
They do English.
Yes, we do have English classes. I'm trying to just share my screen so you can see all the subjects, but I don't know why I'm not seeing it. Okay. So we're actually constantly adding to this list while we go. So save my number, it's on here. I'm gonna add you guys to a WhatsApp group. That will make life easier for all of us. Are you all on WhatsApp?
Yes,
Yes,
miss.
yes,
Miss.
miss.
Yes, miss.
Raise your hand if you're on WhatsApp. So these are the subjects. And let me add it to the, I like to send you the link to the WhatsApp group because it makes my life easier. I don't have to save all of your numbers and then add you one, which is going to take me the whole year. By the time I finish, I don't know, a time to sit the exam. I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing. I promise. By the time I add all of Uno, is exam day. I'm not going at the exam. Yes, so watch out. This is girl, I'm just add me to the group. Pathetic, right?
Yes,
Oh, these are the subjects that we offer for CSEC, all right? Yes. Somebody's breaking up. Go again.
Do you offer French?
Do I offer French? I have a French tutor. Yes, I do have French. French is in one-on-one.
Is that about agriculture?
Yes, we're thinking of offering agriculture now. So what you just need to do is to tell me what you need and we get it done. All right. So we have these already, but let's say I have 10 of you who want agriculture. It's not hard for me to get the tutor to start doing that. I have a French tutor already, actually. My Spanish teacher teaches French. The most appropriate time to contact me is anytime. I'm very flexible and open. You can WhatsApp me at any point in terms of calls. You probably can't call me right now because I'm in this session, but I could talk at around, let's say at around 8 o'clock, I could actually have a conversation.
Miss, can you send the link to be added to the WhatsApp?
Yes, I need to do that. Online evening classes for biophysics and chemistry. Yes, they're on my screen. Biochemistry and physics. WhatsApp group. I need to send you that right now. So yes.
We said the subject for soft furnishing.
Soft furnishing?
Yes, yes.
Weirdly, it's the first I'm hearing about that subject. Tell me about that subject. Is it like mechanical drawing like?
No, miss, like sewing.
Sewing. Oh, like textiles, clothing and fashion?
Yes, miss.
Oh, I have a tutor who tutors textile, clothing and fashion, but I'm not really familiar with that specifically, but I could get her to start with you.
Okay, miss, thanks.
Okay.
Miss, payment will be for one subject or multiple subject?
Repeat that for me.
Miss, is the payment for one subject or multiple subject?
Okay, so this special discount that I'm offering you is actually going to be for the chemistry, but let's say you're doing more than one subject, we do a discount for you, okay? So just send me a message so I can work out something for you.
Okay.
In the meantime, don't forget to work on your work. Are you getting through? I'm trying to get the WhatsApp number now. I have it here.
Yes, miss, I have the answers.
Okay, good job. Send me them. You can send them in the chat. Oh, I sent the wrong link over to myself. So let me just grab my phone. So work on these questions for me, please. Those on YouTube, let me see if you had said anything. I don't want you to feel left out. Amphoteric means reactivity of a substance. All right, yes, that's true. MC Cripson is on YouTube. Good job. What about Spanish from Shan Coco? Yes, we do have Spanish classes. We have MC Cripson from About Not Gallimore on the YouTube channel. Welcome. We're happy to have you. All right, so I'm actually trying to get the WhatsApp group. I'm going to share it on YouTube as well as on Zoom so that all of you can join. All right, so don't leave unless you have joined this WhatsApp group. But I need to give you a warning. When you enter this WhatsApp group, I expect you to be respectful towards each other. We will use it for school purposes. I don't expect anybody to sneak in and be texting anybody else and be trying to invite them to any private meeting. No. And if anybody does that to you, please report it to me immediately so that I can get on top of it. All right. So we're going to be respectful. If anybody behaves disrespectful towards any student, we are going to have to remove you from the group. This is a respectful platform. YouTube, I'm sharing the link. All right. So YouTube, let me go ahead and send the link in the YouTube. Oh boy, I'm in the wrong YouTube. All right, so let me hear number one. Somebody had told me the answer. How did you work out number one? Go ahead, show me working. How did you get number one?
By dividing 96 grams of aluminum by the RMM of aluminum. I think
Was
something
it
like
96 grams or was it just 9 grams?
Miss 9 grams.
So you divide 9 by what?
The RMM of aluminum.
And what's the RMM of aluminum?
It's 27.
All right, so you divide 9 by 27. All right, why did you do that?
Miss, because the formula says so, miss.
What's the formula? That's what I mean. I need to hear what the formula says.
Miss, moles equal mass over RMM.
All right, so the number of moles, students, those who have done this topic before and those who haven't, the number of moles is equal to mass over molar mass. So let me just write it on the screen for you. Well, it's here already. So the formula actually said number of moles is equal to the mass over molar mass. So let me pull it up for you. It's gonna be right here. And then what you need to do after you've written down your formula is that you're going to substitute what you have and try to find what you don't have. So this is it. Number of moles is equal to the mass over molar mass. You don't know the number of moles. However, you are given a mass and you can tell the molar mass from the periodic table. Therefore, number of moles is equal to mass divided by molar mass or number of moles is equal to 9 grams divided by 27 grams per mole. Did everybody see how we got that? I'm going to be typing it so that you can see it. Everybody saw how we got that?
Yes, miss.
Can you repeat that, please?
Yes,
So
miss.
number
Please
of
go over
moles,
again, please.
repeat for me.
Go over again.
All right, so number of moles equal mass over molar mass. Do you understand that part?
Yes, miss.
In the question, you are given that there are 9 grams. So you will write the mass is equal to 9 grams. If you look on the periodic table, you can find what we call the molar mass of aluminum, which is the same as the mass number. When you look at the periodic table and you try to find aluminum, what's the mass number of aluminum?
27.
So it's going to be 27 grams per mole. That's the molar mass. Therefore, number of moles, if you substitute everything, number of moles is going to be equal to the mass over molar mass, which is M over MM, right? And then the mass is 9 grams divided by 27 grams per mole. Did you see that part? Let me not do that and let me do this so that you can see it without any confusion. So it's 9 grams divided by 27 grams per mole. Do you see that part?
Yes, miss.
So you're going to cancel out. So when you cancel out the grams and the grams, they will get canceled, right? And then you're going to be left with 9 divided by 27. What is 9 divided by 27? 9 divided by 27.
0.33.
And which unit are you left with?
Grams.
Are you sure?
Moles.
Moles, because grams got cancelled. And the question did ask you how many moles. All right, are you seeing that?
Yes.
Yes,
For those
miss.
who are doing this for the first time, I want to give you one to do by yourself.
So, Miss, the answer would be 0.33 moles.
0.33 moles. Very good. What's the answer for number 2? Time is coming down and I don't want to...
Excuse me, miss.
Yes.
Miss.
Somebody said, excuse me, before. Was
Yeah.
that a question about this? Yes.
For number 1, does it have to be the 2 decimal place or 1? Does it matter?
Let's try to keep it at least 2.
Okay.
Miss can answer number 2.
Miss, can I give the answer?
All right. For number 2?
Yes, miss.
All right.
Miss, 1.8 times 10 to the 24 atoms.
All right. I'm going to work it out, but I just want to hear all your answers. Write your answer in the chat. Yes. You got a different answer?
5.95 or 5.96 times 10 to the 23rd power.
That's your number 2?
Yeah, number 2.
All right. So we're going to have to see how you got that. All right. What's the answer for number 3? The answer is actually 1.8 times 10 to the 24. But let's hear number 3. What's the answer for number 4? Number 3, sorry.
Miss, 5.8 grams.
Yeah.
5.85 grams. All right. That's actually correct.
Miss, answer for number 2.
1.8 times 10 to the 24 atoms.
1 times. Oh, I get that. 1 times.
Yes, that's what I'm going at no. The person who got 1.8, can you go ahead and share a screen and show us what you did?
Miss, 10 to the how much?
24 power.
10 to the 1.8 times 10 to the 24.
All right, so I need the person who got it 1.8 to actually go ahead and work it on the screen. Can you do that for me, please? And then I think we probably will have to wrap up here until we have another session.
Miss, anybody can work it?
Yes. Once you
Can I
got
do
that,
it as well?
go ahead, share screen. You can share screen.
Miss, I have a question.
But you took off your answer. Share back your screen so I see it one last time. Sorry. Did you explain? Whilst I'm looking back, did everybody get to join the group? The link is in the chat. I'm seeing 73 persons in, which means a lot of you are not yet in. 1 mole, 3 mole is equal to X.
Miss, will you be available after the session?
Yes, send me a message, WhatsApp. All right, that's actually correct. That's how you'd work it. All right.
Miss, I have a question, Miss.
Go ahead.
If before 1 mole of in the equation before 1 mole of or how many something there 0.33 moles were calculated to be in aluminum, 9 grams of aluminum, right, Miss?
Yes.
So wouldn't they use that same 0.33?
No, it's a different question. It's a different question. This one is no about this is different. This is like totally different. So it's a new question. It's not a follow-up of number 1. You understand?
Yeah.
So yesterday apples were selling for $5. Today they're selling for $20. Different business.
Excuse me, miss, I have a question.
Go
Miss,
ahead.
how did we get the numbers that we used to work out the answer?
Which one?
Miss, all of them. Miss 6.02 times 10 to the 23.
That's Avogadro's number. And the formula, okay, he didn't tell you the formula. The formula is this formula that's right here that says that, let me show you. The formula that says this one. Number of moles is equal to the number of particles over Avogadro's number. So you have to know when to use the different questions, not the different questions. You have to know when to use the different equations. So in this case, it's asking you the number of atoms. The number of atoms, it's like it's asking you the number of particles. So you're trying to find the number of particles, right? So in order to find the number of particles, this formula states that the number of particles is going to be equal to the number of moles times Avogadro's number.
Okay, miss, thank you.
All right. So it was 3 moles. So you use the 3 moles and you multiply it by Avogadro's number, which is 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd power. It's a constant. You have to remember it.
Miss,
Yes.
can I work out number 3?
Yes, I resent the link. What's your answer for number 3 before you work it out?
5.8 grams.
All right, good job. Go ahead and show me how you did it. And then we are going to be wrapping up after that. Go ahead.
Miss, I'll just turn on the.
Go ahead.
Look at this. Miss, what was the answer for number 2?
The answer for number 2 is 1.8 times 10 to the 24th power.
So I'll just work it out on a piece of paper. So
all right, I want you to go ahead and show me the answer for number 3, someone.
Miss, the answer was 5.8 grams.
Yes, can you work it out for us?
Yes, miss.
All right, go ahead.
It looks like the line.
I sent back the link for the person who asked me. Somebody just said I should add them to the group. Is this a 337 number? Yes.
Miss, are you seeing clearly?
Give me a second. Yes.
Miss, okay,
Miss, we can start tomorrow.
Okay, Miss, I'll be working it out now. So it said calculate the mass of 0.1 moles.
All right, just share your screen. I'm gonna be looking at it. Share screen.
Miss, oh. Miss, can I just tell you how I got the answer, please, since my screen is not sharing?
We're seeing Miss Kalea.
Okay.
Yes. Somebody was asking a question? No?
Miss, could I ask a question?
Go ahead.
Miss, is a molar concept similar to molarity?
Yes. No, molarity is a topic by itself, but you have to understand mole concept first.
Okay, Miss.
So when you're doing molarity, you're doing with molar concentration, right? Solute and solvent, right?
Excuse me, Miss, could I ask a question?
Yes.
From what Kalia is doing, is Na also one of the atoms that you don't round off? Because there's one of them that you don't round off. And I rounded that one and got 6 grams. Someone
That for me is Na what?
Is Na one of the atoms or the elements that you should not round?
In terms of the mass number?
Yes, Miss.
What did you use for your mass number?
Miss, for NaCl, I got a total of 60 because I rounded the Na to 23.
Use 23. I want you to use 23.
Well, Miss, for my answer, I got 6 grams and Kalia got 5.8, so I'm not sure.
Johnny,
I'm gonna work it out, yes?
Miss.
Somebody was calling Johnny, yes?
Yes, Miss. For what Johnny did, I think you added the number wrong because I saw she sent me the working note and you added the number wrong because you had 23 plus 35 is equal to 60. So it's probably because of that.
Oh, so 23. I use 35.5 for chlorine, please. Use 0.5. We always use 0.5 for the chlorine. So I was wondering where was your 0.5 when you told me 5.8?
Miss, so just use the 35.5 then?
Yes.
Okay.
Miss, I want to ask a question.
Go ahead.
Miss, which classes been start tomorrow?
You want classes to start tomorrow?
Is it going to start tomorrow or
We're
next?
starting this week. I don't think it's gonna be immediately tomorrow. It's probably about Wednesday.
Okay, Miss.
Miss, what time will the Wednesday classes be?
I'm gonna try to make one about 5 for those who come in at 5 and probably about 8 for some other persons. So I'm seeing that we probably need 2 classes, one at 5 and one at 8. So when you register, just tell me which one you're interested in, okay?
Okay, Miss.
Yeah. So Wednesday going to be the free one, right?
Right? No, that's going to be the weekly one.
Okay.
But we'll have some check-in free classes probably once a month or so. But in order to get the maximum benefit, the weekly classes are gonna be better. I can't commit to once a month either. It's probably once a term because I do have a crazy schedule. I have to be honest with you.
So the online payment method is
Yes, I'll share that with you as well. So I can screenshot the accounts. Well, I can show you the accounts once we're finished with that, and you can check them out. I need some testimonials when we're finished. I think maybe I can offer some more discounts to people who do testimonials because those I love those where you tell me how was the session for you and maybe we can give you a further discount, all right, via a video. So the persons who give me a video to tell me how was the session, you will get the month for $5,000 instead. So you're getting a further discount. And I need to announce the persons who have won. Remember? Yes.
Can you send that video via WhatsApp to you?
Yes. So send me a video. Let me type it in the group. Send me a video to tell me how was the session. Each person will get 50% off chemistry classes.
Miss, sorry to take so long, but I can't really use whiteboard like that. So
That's fine. You're actually doing a pretty good job.
Miss, that's how I got the answer.
Very good job.
But I didn't get the 5.85 since I didn't use the 35.5, so I just got 5.8.
So you put the 5 on the screen now.
Yes, Miss, it's on the screen.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Very good job. Good job, guys. You're doing well. So that's actually number 3. That actually wraps it up. Good job. For those who don't get it, I'm gonna do this topic in a class with you. So please, guess what? I actually did want to do organic chemistry, and nobody here is at organic chemistry. And organic chemistry is one of those topics that must come on the exam. It always comes, right? So it's really good. So you can screenshot this payment method for the person who asks. It can be paid online. You don't worry about the branch that says Falmouth. That's just where the account is located. If you're in Kingston, you can pay it from your bank. If you're in Montego Bay, if you're in St. Elizabeth, it doesn't matter. I've had students tell me that they can't come to Falmouth. No, it doesn't mean you need to come to Falmouth. That's just where the school's account is at. Classes are online. Payment can be made online, as well as payment can actually be made direct bank transfers. All right. And I'm giving you specials where you students, all you need to do is to tell me how was the session and you get 50% off. You get to only pay $5,000 to come to a session, which is for $10,000 for the month. You will get one class each week. A class is generally 1 hour and 30 minutes for chemistry. All right? Yes.
If you see that September is basically finished, that would be for the month of October, right?
Yes, so it will be rolling over. So it's every 4 weeks. So if you start in the middle, it's still 4 weeks. You'll get all your time. If for any reason, like let's say Heroes Day come, you'll get your 4 weeks. All right. So that's for that. So you can screenshot that. I'll send if you're interested in the classes, you can just send a message in the class group, in the group that I just made, so that we can get you ready. I'm actually trying to share the other part of
Excuse me, miss.
yes.
If you will like for tomorrow, if you wanted a parent to call you, like what time would it be if we are allowed to call you?
Your parent could call me tonight at 8. I'm free at 8. I am running away from the mornings because in the mornings I do get a little busy with school. So I'm actually very tired in the morning until about 12. So if your mom wants to call me at 8 tonight, that's fine. Like she doesn't have to worry that it's late and that she's disturbing me. I'm fine.
Okay, thank
So
you.
personally, I'm an evening person, but anytime after 12 tomorrow is perfect for me. Or if she wants to WhatsApp me, she can WhatsApp me at any point.
Okay,
Miss,
thank you.
Yes.
Miss, is it one class per week?
Yeah, so we're gonna do one class per week. However, if you do want more, you just have to let us know. So we do have
And
persons doing other more than an hour, more than 1 hour for the week, more than one class for the week, depending.
Miss, so will we have to pay more?
Yes.
and miss, if we're doing other subjects, would that mean we'd have more than one class for the week, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So I hope that you screenshot all of this. We were supposed to do Avogadro's law. I'm going to make this presentation available to you. I'll send it in the group, Law of Conservation of Matter. The link will also still be on YouTube. At this moment, I'm going to allow you to ask me any questions that you have. This is it. The classes are available for students at a specially discounted rate of $10,000 per month. That's the original rate. However, if you sign up because you're here tonight, you'll pay only $7,500 for the month. However, if you send me a video telling me how was the experience for you, you get to do it for only $5,000. But questions and answer time. Let me hear from you. Any questions that you have about anything that we did today or any questions in general? And then I need to announce the winners. And then I need to hear how was the session for you as well. So don't go off yet. I see some of you going off. I don't want you to go off as yet. So go ahead and tell me, ask me any questions that you have. We will still be announcing a winner. So you want to stay around so that you can know if you are one of our winners. I sent back the link to the WhatsApp group for those who asked. Questions, go ahead.
Mr. Sign up link, what do you mean by the sign up link?
Okay, just indicate your name in the chat if you want to sign up in the WhatsApp chat.
Yes.
All right, any more questions? Any questions about moles that we did today, acid, bases, and salt? Any questions at all about those topics? No, everybody is good?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, everybody is good. All right, since everybody is good, can I now ask you how was the session for you?
Personally.
All right, let me go back so I can hear you clearly. Who is speaking? Raise your hand. We'll have a prize as well for persons who share how was the session for them. I want to know, I want to know if you had a good session, if you thought that you got value for your time coming to spend it with me this Sunday evening, right? Let me know. How was the session for you, students?
Miss, the session for me was really good. But I already had learned most of what you taught today, but it was still informative because I didn't really remember anything much from my summer. So now when I had this class, it was very informative and I remembered everything. And I have a chemistry test tomorrow also, so it's good.
All right. I love that. I love that. Which topic are you at? That was Jada. Was it Jada?
Yes, Miss, I'm at tritations now, but we
Okay.
almost finished tritations though.
All right, perfect, perfect. So you've done most of these topics, but it was a good revision for you. So you just want to go on to the newer topics. I'd love to hear from you this week, and then we can hear where you are and see how we can help you for the newer topics. All right,
Okay.
electrochemistry for Kail. All right, I did these topics because I know most of you have completed them, and it would have been like a revision for you. But I know that some people it's completely new, and my worst fear was for you to come here and feel lost and feel as if like, what is Miss talking about? So I love that you would have had some background knowledge so you could relate to me. I love that. Appreciate that too. All right. Go ahead. Anybody else? How was the session for you? I see some hands. You can just open your mic and start talking.
Me, Miss
Go ahead.
Kalia Parker.
Go ahead.
I really enjoyed this session since it was for both topics. They were my first time. It was my first time learning those two topics. So I really enjoyed it.
Wow. Thank you for sharing that for me, Kalia. Appreciate that. I see some more hands, Britannia.
Miss, for me, the session was great. It was a good revision for acids, bases, and salts because we already did them in class. But for mole concept, it was a bit new because I previously learned molarity, but it was a good while ago. So it was a good, refresher. It was a good to learn new things. It was a good topic. It was a good session overall, and I enjoyed it.
Thank you so much. I enjoyed having you. I see PE. Who is PE? You can go ahead and tell me how was the session for you? PE? All right, so we're not hearing PE, so we'll hear from Jodine. Jodine?
Miss, the session was really great. I learned different definition of salt, base, alkalines, and other more. And I really like it because everybody was friendly, and I like how everybody shared their ideas about all different things. So yeah, it was great for me.
Thank you so much, Jodine. What about Gabrielle Pola? Gabrielle?
Mr. Session was okay. I had knowledge on stuff that you taught today, but I still felt confident about when I was answering the questions.
I love that. Which school are you at, Gabrielle?
Miss, I attend the Convent of Mercy Academy Alpha.
Oh, you're at Convent of Mercy Academy Alpha. All right, thank you. I see, I'm trying to, if you have spoken already, you can just take down your hand so I know who hasn't spoken. I see, go ahead, India.
Okay, yes. Okay, so this session wasn't bad. Currently at my school, we're at acids, bases, and salts. So it kind of was a bit of a refresher, but for mole, I keep hearing in chemistry that mole is like this big third topic. But I don't know if this is just the beginning, but so far not bad. So thank you.
I love that. Thank you for sharing. Where are you again, India? St. Catherine?
Yes, St. Catherine Wilding Group of Schools.
All right, all right. Thank you for sharing. And I see, I'm trying to get all the persons whose hands are up. Ovante Chamberlain.
Yes, Miss. I really enjoyed this session today.
Can you start from the top? Sorry.
Miss, I really enjoyed the session today about acid, base, and salts, and your definition of most of the definitions you have go through. I really enjoy about the move, although we already gone through it, and I thank you for everything I've done so far.
Thank you so much. It was my pleasure to have you. All right. I see Daniela Irving. Remember to lower your hand if you spoke already. Yes, Daniela, go ahead.
I really enjoyed the session because it's my first time learning chemistry since grade 9. I'm doing the subject in evening school, and it's a bit intimidated, but I understood most of what you were saying, and I really felt included.
Thank you so much. And which institution are you at?
I go to Manning School, but I'm doing the subject at Wise Institute in Westmoreland.
Okay.
Evening Institute.
Thank you. Thank you. Say thanks to your teachers who sent you the link. Yes, yes, I see them coming in. Thank you to your teachers. Tell them I say thank you. It was really great. I'm going to tell them that you were well behaved. You were awesome. I'm trying to take everybody's hand. So Amika, go ahead.
Yes, the session was really great. I really enjoyed it. We are at my school, we are doing acids, base, and salt, but we're not far down into the topic, but I really got a really nice experience with you, and I really enjoyed it, as I said before. And I'm from St. James High School.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Amika. It's a pleasure to have you. And Johnny, did you get to go already?
No, miss.
Go ahead.
Miss, I had a wonderful experience today. Even though I did the moles and acids and base topic, it was good reinforcement, and it helped me to re-understand what I didn't understand before and to refresh my brain. So it was a wonderful class.
Thank you so much, Janae. What about Rihanna?
Miss, I already do.
Okay, lower your hand then. Thank you. And is there, lower your hand if you didn't, if you gone already. Antonelia, did you get to go already? I see your hand up.
No, miss.
Go ahead.
Miss, I would say from this session, I would have fulfilled all of my expectation for this session, and it would have helped me because I was new to the more concept topic, and so it would have helped me also to interact with other students from different schools, and it would also helped me to be more self-development.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, I appreciate you. Ensure that you are following us on Instagram. I actually try to post there daily, interesting things. What I'll do, I'll just send all the necessary links in the WhatsApp group. I don't want to bombard you with too many things at once. So the main thing is for you to ensure that you join the WhatsApp group. Once you join the WhatsApp group, you'll get access to everything else. All right, Elena, your turn.
Miss, I really enjoyed the session, even though I learned about acids, bases, and salts and more concept before. But the session provided some additional clarity on stuff I didn't understand before.
Thank you so much, Elena. And the last person, Kiana. I see Sharika open their microphone. Sharika, you wanted to go too? All right, so we're gonna hear.
I really enjoyed this session. It was informative and interactive. I like how the students interacted with each other and you, the host. These two topics were new to me because at my school we're behind on the syllabus, but it was very fun and informative.
All right, thank you. And just from my knowledge, which school are you at again, darling?
Miss Bishop Gibson High for Girls.
Okay, okay. All right. Kiana?
Yes, miss.
Oh, you are the one who just spoke. I thought it was Sharika. All right. Thank you, Kiana. And Elena, we heard from Elena already. I see a new hand. Amelia, Lewin.
Good evening.
Hello.
It was very interesting. I'm very new to the topic mole concept, and I learned a lot.
Thank you so much.
So thank you.
Thank you very much as well. The pleasure is mine. I can't leave without taking Sherry K's hand. So Sherry K, over to you. You're going to be our last person for the night. Sherry K, go ahead.
I joined the session late, but I did a mole concept before, so I understand mostly, but it was still good to revise a little bit. And I heard you did acid, base, and salt before I joined, and that is the topic I am at right now.
All right. So you can watch the replay, Sherry K, to catch the acid, bases, and salt part. Okay. So thank you. Amelia, you went already, right? Like I see your hand still, but I remember hearing you. Amelia, you went already, right?
Yes, miss.
All right, so all persons who had their hand raised went. So what you're gonna do, students, the same thing that you just said to me, you can actually get one winner will be chosen randomly, as well as one person, well, not one person will be chosen randomly, but all the persons who send me a video review of how was the session for them, you're going to get 50% off. So we're literally giving you $5,000 for each video review that you do for the month. So you'll get 5,000 off your monthly payment in terms of the classes that we're going to have, right? We really look forward to having you. We're going to be sharing tips in terms of preparing for exam in the group. Yes, a video of yourself telling me what happened. If you do it with your face, I would love that. However, I have to get your parents' consent. However, at the same time, you can do it like a voiceover with like an image of you instead of you talking, because I know some of you are not so brave, all right? Or you don't really like the camera. If you want to type it, that works too, but we're really going for the video ones. All right. So I want to thank you so much. It's been really my pleasure. Like I really love teaching chemistry, but I found a newfound love when I was actually interacting with you tonight. You are an amazing group of students. I'm wishing you nothing but success, right? So I'm wishing you all the best in your endeavors. The group is here. If you need support, do not hesitate to reach out to me, right? I'm in the group. Just send a message and I'll help as best as I possibly can. Get the help that you need. Talk to your parents, talk to me so that I can also talk to your parents or your teachers. All right. I see one last hand and then we're going to say our good nights. Go ahead. Chamberlain, yes.
Miss, about the video, miss, what we're supposed to do.
Tell me how was the session for you in a 30-second video, 30 seconds.
Okay, miss.
So you'll hold up your phone and you'll just go ahead. Hello, my name is Ovante Chamberlain from the school. And in terms of the session for me was good. I learned this, I learned that. All right, and now it's time for our winners. So we're going to choose a random winner, yes, from Instagram. And one of our random winners from YouTube. All right, I think we have a very close winner right here. Who is Bro Pro 45? Bro Pro 45, who is that person on Instagram? Let me send you our Instagram page. We're going to choose one more winner from Instagram. Bro Pro 45 is our winner from Instagram. Bro Pro 45, Bro Pro, who are you? If we don't know you, we're gonna have to, we have a winner from YouTube too. So that's a $200 credit. Just send me a message, but I need to know that you're here. This is our Instagram page. You can follow us. In the meantime, I'm going to repost your stories. Bro Pro 45, who is that? Nobody's claiming that? Other person left already. I told you guys not to leave. Do I have to choose another winner? I want somebody who is here to the end.
Yes, miss, choose me.
Yes, miss, choose somebody else.
Exactly. Is Novi Angeles here?
Yes, I'm here. Right here. Me. Yes, I'm here.
That's Navardo Brown? That's who is that? Who is that? Navardo Brown, you're muted.
Oh, I'm here.
Okay, awesome. Send me a message. Do you have my number to claim your prize? All right, congratulations. Let me repost your video so I remember that you're the winner. CSEC Chemistry Workshop. All right, so we just selected a lucky winner from Instagram. Let's look on YouTube. If you follow now, I might choose one more winner. All right, so let me look for a new subscriber on YouTube. I can't find the subscribers, so guess what? I'm going to ask you to comment how was the session for you on the YouTube link, and I'll choose a winner from that. That's easier because sometimes depends on the setting. I don't see all the subscribers. I'm gonna have to choose one from YouTube, so I'm gonna have to send you over YouTube. So this is the video. Yes.
It's a YouTube link.
I'm gonna send it back. So this is the YouTube link. Go ahead and comment how was the session for you, and let me select a random winner. And then I'll select a random new follower to get $100 credit. All right, so Navardo sent me a message. One random followers. All right, so when we, I think we can accept 9 more. So let's see, 9 more followers, and then the person who is at 3,000, I'll give you a prize on Instagram. YouTube, I'll do 1 comment. I'm trying to make it fun and exciting for you social media buddies. All right, so let me send to everyone in meeting. This is going to be the link to the Instagram. So the 3,000 follower will get a prize. I'm not going to give you $3,000 credit though. I'm sorry. I wish that was the prize. That would have been so fitting. Somebody say, I need that. You need the $3,000 credit? All right, let's see. I can't promise you that. It's $100. So the 3,000 follower will get a prize. Let's see who is the 3,000 follower on Instagram. All right, so let me look on the YouTube comments. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been amazing. I don't want to hold you any longer. I'm going to announce the winners, but go ahead and ensure that you're one. You need to do 3 things for me. You need to be in the WhatsApp group. That's the first thing. That's how I can keep communicating with you easily. That's one thing. You need to send me a video of how was the session for you, and that will allow you to get into the session at a discounted rate. Yes, that's my number, Navardo. Right? You need to send me the video to get in. If you want to win some credit, what you can do is to follow our page. I do go live from time to time. I think I have a live later, so you can definitely, well, it's school time. It shouldn't be on social media, right? So I do share tips there from time to time. And our YouTube page is a safe space where you will get content in terms of even more chemistry topics. It will be shared there for you. So let's say for whatever reason you can't enroll in the classes, you want to ensure that you are subscribed to the YouTube channel so that you can get regular free information. All right, so I'm trying to look at if we have any more winners for YouTube. Who is Britannia Walker? Britannia Walker, are you on?
I'm on.
All right, where are you? Okay.
Right here.
Britannia Walker is one of our winners. Congratulations from YouTube. Send me a message.
Okay, I will.
All right, thank you. All right, so I have Navardo's message. Navardo is from Instagram, Britannia is from YouTube. Thank you so much, students. I'm trying to see if we have the 3,000 winner, the 3,000 follower, so I can go ahead and announce a 3,000 winner over on Instagram. I still have 5 more to go, just 5 more. So all you have to do is follow and you might be a lucky winner. And that's actually going to be it for today. I want to thank you so much for coming to this session. This won't be the end of our relationship together. You'll definitely be hearing from me some more. Thank you so much for coming and do have a wonderful night. Kyle said, guys, please follow. Yes, Kyle, tell them.
Miss, weren't you going to pick like a subscriber or something like that?
Oh, that was Britannia. That was Britannia. And I want to ask you guys some questions. So guess what? I'm going to ask the questions in the group. I don't want to keep you any later because it's getting late. All right. Keel. Sorry, Keel. Keel. That's such a unique name. I like it. Keel. All right. Nice. Thank you so much, students. I enjoy your company. I really enjoy learning chemistry with you. It was a learning process for me as well. I love teaching you and I look forward to, more interactions with you. I'll announce the rest of the winners in the group. I know you don't want to go, but it's late and tomorrow is school. All right. Thank you so much. Thank your parents for sending you. Thank your teachers for allowing you to be here. Have a good night. Take care. Good night.
Thank you, and the same to you, Miss. Bye.
God
Bye,
bless.
Miss. Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye
Thank you. The same to
bye.
you, Miss. Bye,
Bye
Miss.
bye.